Cynthia? Very good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you. Hello, everybody. And we are so honored to be back with you again tonight. It's been a while. We apologize. But tonight we're bringing you a very important subject, and that's anxiety. As we know, Paula, have you suffered from anxiety before?
Thanks God, never.
Oh, you are so lucky. I have. And it's not fun. So let's talk a little bit about anxiety. Tonight, we are looking for two volunteers, and we would need your permission and your age and a little more information about the anxiety that's going on with you. And Paulo and I will assist you in releasing some of this anxiety. Remember, anxiety often is felt by many people, but unfortunately, however, if a person feels it regularly on a basis, it can come to a disappropriate level to where it might become a disorder that they need to be seen by a physician. Anxiety disorders are sometimes diagnosed as mental health issues. But we remember these disorders where the people cannot process their emotions appropriately and properly because they can't think. They're restless, they're feeling on edge, they're uncontrolled by worry and fear and increased irritability, and it's hard to concentrate. And then when they go to sleep or try to go to sleep, it's hard to go to sleep, and it's hard sometimes to stay asleep for people who suffer. And that is a very sad ordeal. When I did research on anxiety, Paulo, I was really shocked. 40 million people just in the United States alone are diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, but
Wow.
only 36% are only getting help.
Wow.
Look how many out there are not being helped.
Wow.
And utilizing this beautiful modality that Paulo and I teach is amazing. It may not happen in one session, it may not happen in two, but believe me, you will feel movement along the way. And when it completely releases, it is a breath of fresh air. And remember, with anxiety, it may have started when you were a young child. So may need to do inner child work. There may be more than just one thing going on, right, Paulo?
Definitely, yes, yes. Anxiety is something serious. What I have seen with the people I work with, helping with the anxiety, it's something amazing when we help people with this topic because really, really, we help them to change their lives,
Oh, amen.
have a different life. And I say a different life because people that suffers from anxiety, it's normal. I mean, the type of symptoms that they are having, it's normal for them. Why? And because they have it all, they have and they go through the symptoms almost every day.
Yes.
And at this moment they start disappearing, they feel strange.
Yes.
They feel strange because they don't have them anymore. So
Yes.
anxiety is something, as Cynthia has explained already, and it's true. It's not something that will go in one session or two. It needs several sessions. Every person is different, so
Mhm.
for every person will be different. But for example, in my experience working with anxiety, to work with the endocrine system, it's very important to work with all the endocrine system, with the hormones,
Yes.
female or male hormones, uh, with the nervous system. That's a must. The
Oh, yes.
parasympathetic, the sympathetic, the central nervous system. That's super important. With the emotions, as Cynthia has explained, because they can be our emotions or other emotions, even inherited emotions that
Yes.
is generational. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's so beautiful when we work with someone, specifically in anxiety, and we help them with this topic because we help people to change their
Amen.
lives.
Amen. We do. And maybe people don't realize how many actual generalized anxiety disorders there are. I mean, it can be chronic, of course, but it also can be acute. But remember, panic attacks, they lie within anxiety disorder because, and remember, sometimes panic attacks are just little, and sometimes they can last for hours, sometimes they can last for days. And these people are miserable. And we can help release these imbalances for you can feel free. Even with anxiety, you can have phobias that you may not be aware of. There's social phobias, there's agoraphobia, where your avoidance of all places and situations, and there's also selective mutism as a form of anxiety. And you may find this in younger children and children with ADHD and other things that don't speak verbally. Remember also that there's social anxiety. How many of you get anxiety when you're going to go out and meet someone or meet people or be around a big group of people, or even the phobia that of the ranges of lacking with intimacy to being humiliated or rejected? There's so much involved within anxiety, even separation anxiety. For animals, we need to work on those beautiful four-legged animals for their anxiety. Have you worked on your little guy yet for his anxiety? Does he have anxiety when you leave him, Paulo?
Well, yes, yes. Not anxiety. It's like it always I do something, so it's going to be safe.
Yes, yes. That's the main thing that Paulo and I want to get across to you. We do not release anything from you unless it's safe and if it's your optimal benefit. We are very honored to help anyone tonight. If we can have two volunteers. I see you're getting messages. Do we have any volunteers yet,
Yeah,
Paola?
we have actually someone that is asking for help is 𝗀𝗏𝗏. 𝗀𝗏𝗏 is the mother of Anna Marie. Anna Marie is 14 years old.
Okay.
And then also Fred is saying hello. And he says Cotton is here. Cotton is his dog. So I don't know, Fred, if you have anxiety or any imbalance related with anxiety.
Right.
So if you want to be chosen as a volunteer, we can help you. Or perhaps it's Cotton and we can help Cotton.
Yes.
Or we can help any other person. Please, everybody that is watching right now, write the comments in the link of Healers Enlightened Network, because at the moment that you write there, Cynthia can also read your messages.
Right. I don't see
Not, I
anything
can
there.
only read the messages, of course. I will be sharing the messages, but if you write there, then Cynthia also can read your messages.
Thank you so much, Paulo.
So yeah, we have Erica that is asking for help for the daughter. Let's see
Okay.
Fred, and let's see if someone else is asking, because this is one of the rules that we have. It's very important that at the moment that we connect with your energy, you will give us permission. We need your permission. If we're going to work with you, you need to say, hey, me, I need help, please. This is my age. Help me. And we will connect with your energy and we will help you. Like, for example, Erica is giving permission to work with her daughter. And of course, Erica, as a mother, can give permission because Anna Marie is not over, it's under 18 years old. So,
Right. That's beautiful. Thank you, Paula, for remembering or reminding people that they need to do that. Remember that when you have these abilities, we can do so much to help. Fred, is it your puppy that needs help?
yeah,
It's his puppy that needs help.
yeah.
He has anxiety.
Yeah, Fred says that Cotton has anxiety, and he says we both have a separate anxiety. So he and Cotton, they have anxiety. And this is very interesting what Fred is mentioning. Why? Because our pets or animal companions, at the moment they are with us most of the time, or even if they are not with us, they absorb emotions as we do. It's the same with them. The energy, remember, everything is energy, or thoughts, or emotions, the water, the air we breathe has energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, but energy can be transformed. So if you feel, for example, I'm not saying that is you, but I'm going to mention as an example. Let's say that Fred is feeling a lot of anxiety or a lot of fears, or it's an emotion. Let's say that is an emotion of anxiety, because that is an emotion. It's a trap energy. So could be that at the moment he's feeling that way, Cotton, because he's his animal companion, Cotton will trap that energy. And that energy will create in Cotton the same reaction or very similar reaction that Fred is having. So working with the animals, Madison King, that Cynthia knows very good, Madison King, she says, if you are going to work with your animal companion, work with yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah. She does say that. So Fred, would you like us to work on you first?
So tell us, Fred, if you would like to be our volunteer, or if you prefer that we work with Cotton.
I'll wait. I'll keep going, Paula.
Yeah.
Remember that we can do several exercises and actions to actually help us personally cope with some of these potential triggers that come up in our daily lives when you have anxiety. And if you write down when you notice your anxiety rising, because I can feel it rising in my chest until it's out there. So when you can feel it, and my husband and I have a word that he says, and I know that because he can feel it, our energies are that close, that he says it, and I'm checking myself, I'm regrounding myself, and bringing myself back down. So if you would watch yourself and pay attention to your triggers, and we can work on those triggers and help you release those triggers and why you have them, there's part of the reason gone. There's so many things, there's so much pressure in the world, and there's deadlines, and there's a complete list of things going on in the world. What does Fred say?
So yeah, he's saying when people leave, we both get anxiety.
We both get anxiety. People leaving. Okay.
Yes, what Cynthia is mentioning about the triggers, definitely, that's important. So watch yourself, see at the moment you are having, because people that has anxiety, they feel it immediately. They feel it, they start sweating, or is a racing heart, or are the thoughts, what if I'm going to die? What if something bad is going to happen? So watch out what triggers your anxiety and write it down, because a practitioner can work with you with whatever triggers the symptoms. And this is something that is very important to mention. Cynthia and I, we are not doctors. We are holistic energy healers. So we'll never, ever will say to any person we work with, don't go to the doctor, don't take the medicine. No, never. If you go to the doctor, you will continue going to the doctor and you will take your medicine. But with the energy type of work that we do, we're going to help to balance your body, your mind, your emotions.
And we can also balance that medication also.
Yeah.
So where we turn it to positive. So when it works with your body, it works at an optimal level. If we have to stop and think about all the crazy things going around us, I've got like 5 screens sitting in front of me and 2 phones and an iPad and then all that down there. And Lord, can you imagine what it's doing to my DNA bouncing off? That will trigger anxiety. that eats your DNA and those little neurons won't fire as well. So what if you did some relaxation techniques? That is what I do now to control mine. So you breathe in just 4, 5, breathe in, hold it, and then when you exhale, exhale through pursed lips and exhale longer than what you breathe in. And I exhale until I can't get any air out anymore. And I do it several times, and I do it before I do meditation, and it brings that level down to a controllable level. Some people can, some people can't. Remember, you can take your thoughts when they're negative and write down the negatives, write down the positives to counteract, write 3 positives to counteract. You don't want to keep cycling the anxiety. We want to put an end to it so you don't have to suffer anymore. That is why we are here. So, Paulo, what would you like to work on? Do we have more?
Sorry. If you want, I can work with Fred or with Cotton. I'm going to energy test who needs more help. And if you want, you can work with
Anna Marie?
Yeah, Anna Marie.
And she is having this kind of
14.
trouble too.
She's having 14.
Okay. Do you want to go first and I'll talk a little more?
If you want, you go first.
Okay, God bless you. Anna Marie, I'm going to go.
Okay. Erica is saying that our sound is very low.
Our sound is very low.
Let me see, Erica, if I can see.
Thank you, Erica, for letting us know that.
So let's see if now it's better, Erica.
Yeah,
okay, she says that mine is okay.
Okay, good.
It's better now. It's better now, Cynthia.
Okay, good. Okay, God bless you. Okay, Anna Marie, or if Anna Marie's with you, Mom, I am going to go into her now with your permission. I'm just going to say a little prayer and ask the divine to work through me to uncover the imbalances.
Now, Cynthia, right now, she is connected with Anna Marie energy, and she started working with Anna Marie. And at the moment she will finish, she's going to share with us the imbalances that she's finding. And I'm searching, let's see. Oh, I have it here. Okay, yes. So, you are asking, Fred, what you can do with Cotton, okay? When Cotton gets anxiety. If you know how to work, at least with the emotion code, ask and remove the trap emotions. Ask for any type of trap emotion that can, and ask for the symptoms, okay? If, for example, if you feel that she's having a lot of fear, and at that moment you know that she's barking a lot, ask and remove the trap energy. You can measure the level of anxiety that she's having from 0 to 10 or 0 to 100. That is the same. If you don't know how to work with the emotion code, or with any other energy healing modality, then you will use your hands as tools to help her. And this tip that I'm going to give works for us as humans and also works for our pets. So what you are going to do first, I'm going to explain to you how to do it in yourself, and then the same you are going to do that with Cotton. For example, it's a meridian. We have different energy meridians in our body. Meridians are pathways of energy. In Chinese medicine, they work with meridians. People that does acupuncture, they work in the acupressure points. You don't need to know acupuncture. You don't need to know precisely where are those points. You need only, number one, intention, believe that you can do it, and you need your hands. It's not necessary to work hands-on. In this case, in cotton, you can work in the energy field, and if cotton is not with you, you can close your eyes and you can do it with your mind's eye, with the intention that you are working with cotton. So what you will do, I will explain, for example, if we do in ourselves, how we will do it. When it's anxiety, it's a lot of fire in our body. So we need to calm the fire. We need to calm the fight, flees, and freeze response that we are having in the body. So that's the reason we are going to work with this triple warmer meridian. You need to flush the meridian 1 time, and then you will need to give new energy 3 times to the meridian. The end point of the triple warmer meridian, it's over here. It's over here. This is the end point of the triple warmer meridian, and the start point are these fingers. With intention, you will do it correctly, because in the hands we have energy. So at the moment you flush the meridian, you will put your hand here, you will in your temples, and then you will go up the ear, down to your body, and then you will go inside your hand like this. So I'm flushing the meridian. And then, of course, if you do it in yourself, you will do the other side. So it's here in the temples. Then you will go up the ear, down the neck, through your shoulder, down your arm, through your hand, and that finger. So you have flushed the meridian. With this meridian, if someone is having anxiety, what I will suggest is flush the meridian. And flush the meridian to release the anxiety that the meridian is having, and breathe in and breathe out. Grounding ourselves, it's not important, it's basic. So it's very important that people that has anxiety, they ground themselves. That is very important. But for example, that's the way that you can help your dog, with your own hands, tracing that meridian backwards. And for example, in your case, Fred, ground yourself every day. There are different techniques to ground ourselves. So every morning, be sure that you ground yourself, and perhaps you need to ground yourself more than 1 time a day. If you never do it, well, could be that you will need to do that more than 1 time a day. That's super important. The breathing that Cynthia has explained already, breathing is important. At the moment that you are feeling all the symptoms, that you know what are the symptoms that you go through, breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and breathe out. So that's also, that is something that is important, because anxiety is a lot of fire. It's a lot of fire in our bodies. You can calm the solar plexus chakra. You can release the excess of fire in that chakra. So those are some suggestions. And if you know how to work with emotions, you can do that. You can do it. Cynthia and I, something that is very important that we do, of course, we work in one-on-one sessions, but we love to teach. We believe that is not enough people in the world working with different energy healing modalities. So at the moment we teach, we know that people that we teach is going to help more people in this world. So we love to teach, we give classes. If someone is interested to learn or to know more, or to know which are the type of classes that we are giving, yes, please write us.
Oh, please, please. The more the merrier. We're like-minded souls. We love learning together. We bring all kinds of modalities and different speakers from around the world, and both of us teach, and we absolutely love it. The more we grow together, the more things that come about, and like-minded souls brings out a lot more gifts for everybody else. Thank you so much, Erica, for allowing me the honor of working on your daughter, Anne Marie. I am very honored. Thank you. The very first thing, and I'm going to read off my paper here, the very first thing that came up was parasites, stage 1. So within these parasites, they're laying within the adrenal glands, which is really so. And the adrenal glands were not producing the DHEA that it needed to produce. And you had a wall. The reason it wasn't producing it is because there was a wall of noradrenaline, a wall of cortisol, and a wall of adrenaline around the adrenal glands, causing it not to function properly. And then there was also an air pollution. I think we get it everywhere. So all we can do is clear, go from the chin and go back and clear, unless there's an underlying reason for the air pollution. So I did clear that. So I got it down to stage 2. In stage 2, I found, and this has been going on since age 5. So I don't know what age she started and restarted being anxious, but the parasite started around age 5. And there was a no will to receive abundance at that age. And underneath of that was an antibiotic toxicity, which I did clear. Next came up was a faulty core belief. And the core belief was, I am unwelcome. So I removed that core belief and I put in, I am precious and loved everywhere I go. And her subconscious did accept that. Now, I also found that's causing her anxiety. So I really want you to focus with her on writing positive and negative and trying to stay in the present moment, the now, not the past, not the future, but right this second. Even if she has to reach out and touch the table, the chair, the pin, whatever it needs. She actually has over 1,000 self-curses given to herself because she was so overwhelmed with what was going on. And this is all since age 5. And she also had overwhelm wrapped around a big wall around her eyes where she can't see straight. Then she also self-sabotage, and sometimes that comes in with that. And there's over thousands of those. The emotional resonance, and it's not a trapped emotion that's trapped. It's vibrating hard in there. And it's of nervousness. And so her body is in a state of nervousness at all times. So helping her doing the deep breathing, and I'll show you a tapping. Or Paula, do you want to show the tapping? You go here, 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 on the liver spots, on the thigh spots, and hand in hand. And you do that several times, and you can feel the calming. I know it sounds funny, but tapping really does work. Looking at the color blue, eating blueberries, having blue wash over you is also very calming. Remember, colors also play in this. Wear blue to bring more calmness. But also, I removed all that, and then her parasites are still in stage 2. So what I'd like you to do, if you can't get wormwood, black walnut works really well. She would take 3 capsules 1 time a day for 7 days, and then wait 3 to 4 days, and then take 7 more for 7 more days, 3 for 7 more days. In that factor, you're killing the larvae, and then you need to be retested to make sure that they are all gone in a couple of weeks after that. And even removing those parasites, they can cause innumerable imbalances throughout the body, unfortunately. And I really hope that helps. Please let us know. Let Paula know, for she can let me know, so I can find out if you're doing okay or not. I do see some further work would be needed. to help her get through this some more. The relaxation techniques would help her. Stress management, again, writing the pros and the cons. And sometimes when you're feeling so anxious, you can't think. What if you went in and took a hot Epsom salt bath, put on some nice piano music, whatever you like, light a candle, and just chill in the bath and do deep breathing and just bring a gold and purple beam down through your head, down through your crown chakra, all the way to your feet and back up, and just love and feel that just come around you and engulf you, because it's an amazing feeling. You may not do it the first time, but keep practicing. As soon as you get it down and get yourself grounded, that's one thing I would like you to do also. Please place Anne-Marie in a bubble of selenite. And if you would please shield her, and in the mornings you would say shields up, put the bubble around first, shields up, which means you're shielding her in the front, the back, the left, the right, the top, the bottom, and all the cracks in between. You can shield with silver, gold, titanium, bronze, all four, however many feet. You can do it to your house, yourself, your dog, everything in your house, and then ground. Ground your feet deep, deep, deep within the earth where the waters flow, where the nutrients gather up and grow those roots so deep. And allow your hands to be upstretched. And you can imagine all this. You have to do all this as I'm doing it, but and imagine that light coming down and ascending upon you and allowing you to be present behind your eyes, in your mind's eye. Like if you were to stare at a photo and to close your eyes, you would see that photo. So in your mind's eye, I want you to see calmness. I want you to feel peace. I want you to feel unconditional love. That's where it's at. Exercise. If you like to exercise, yoga is a beautiful thing to utilize when you have anxiety. It is light stretching. You do that deep breathing and breathing out, and it just relaxes everything in your body. It is so beautiful to utilize. And then there's a support network, and everybody needs a support network. Friends, family, someone to talk to. Paula or I, we are here for you. We are a support team. Improving, doing physical exercise. Remember, even the people say, oh, I have to get off the couch and do exercise. I don't want to do exercise. Remember, exercise brings out those positive endorphins and makes you happy. Turn on your tunes, dance a little, get silly, get jiggy, just enjoy. Now, with anxiety, they do have medications if need be, and there's quite a few, and I've been on a couple of them, and they weren't a lot of fun to be on. There's antidepressants, there's tricyclides, there's so many different things. But the prevention is what Paula and I would like, for you to be prevented to have this anxiety disorder. Reduce your intake of caffeine and tea and chocolate. And before utilizing over-the-counter or herbal medicines, make sure you're checking with the doctor and it's okay. Some people, they hear, oh, an herb is great. Have you muscle tested for it? Is it okay for your body at the optimal level? How many do you know how to take? You'll have to be careful with that. Maintain a healthy diet is very important. Junk food really does not help when you have an anxiety disorder. Keep a regular sleep pattern. Whether you're falling asleep when you need to or not, go to bed at that same time. Start your shutdown a couple hours before. Do that sleep pattern. Even if you toss and turn, even if you're up and down, and then get up at the same time. Your body within 30 days will be accustomed. And when you're laying there, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I love to sleep, and you just keep telling yourself positive stuff. If you have to use a meditation, a guided meditation, some of them are really beautiful, and you can feel yourself just floating at times. It's beautiful. If we had enough time here, I'd do one for you and show you. And avoid also alcohol and recreational drugs that can cause the anxiety thrive. And Paulo, I see that you're done.
Yes, I'm done. So I'm going to share with Fred what I found. Okay, so first I found an image. An image is a picture. It's a picture we have in the subconscious mind, and this image was an image of bitterness. So we remove the image. Always we ask the subconscious mind if we need to know more. At the moment we need more information, it's not because we ask more because we're curious. Well, sometimes yes, but we say, okay, I'm curious. Can I ask this? But if not, if it's not necessary, we don't ask more, and we release. With help from above, we release the energy. Then this is interesting because I found stress hormones. So I found excess of adrenaline, excess of cortisol, and of course, excess of noradrenaline. And it's an explanation of the hormones, but of course, people that suffers from anxiety, they activate the amygdala, they activate the hypothalamus, they activate the adrenal glands, and at the moment we activate all these, of course, we have more cortisol that we need, we have more adrenaline that we need, because the body is going in this fight and freeze response. That's, for example, the reason I suggest doing that Donna Eden called the triple warmer smoothie. That triple warmer smoothie, when we trace the triple warmer meridian backwards, is to calm the body. When the body is going through fight, fleece, and freeze response, at the moment we remove the excess of energy of this meridian, we feel calmer. So I found a stress of adrenaline, cortisol, and noradrenaline. And something that was generating the stress, the overproduction of these hormones was like some emotions. Like, for example, depression. Anxiety is not a primary emotion. That is what I have seen. Always something is down the anxiety that contributes with the anxiety. And for example, I found depression. An emotion of depression. So we remove that energy. Also, we found a trap emotion of guilt. That trap emotion of guilt was removed. And it's something interesting because also was a shared post-hypnotic suggestion energy. And this post-hypnotic suggestion energy was saying, I am never enough. The post-hypnotic suggestion energy is a negative statement that is in the subconscious mind and we believe is true. So if normally, Fred, you feel, it's never enough, I'm not good enough, it's because the post-hypnotic suggestion is in the subconscious mind and we believe is true. But post-hypnotic suggestion energy, they have different sources. Sometimes can be like when, that's the reason always I tell my clients, be aware of the television programs that you watch, or the news, or the type of music that you listen. Of course, we will never trap everything because imagine, no. But at the moment, for example, that someone is listening to news or is watching like a movie in the television, if something happened and it's very strong, and at that moment we're very sensitive, we can trap the energy. And the type of energy we trap is the post-hypnotic suggestion energy. So, but you trap this energy from a person and from a male person. That's what I have energy test. It was not the television, was not the radio, was not an entity, because also we can trap from entities. We can trap this type of energies. Was a person. So we remove this energy. I found also down the stress hormones, because all these are associating balances. I found a physical emotional shock energy in adrenal glands associated with anger. Okay, physical emotional shock energy, it's very similar to the emotion of shock, because the physical emotional shock energy is, imagine, Fred, that you are walking in the street and someone punched you in the face. That's shock. That's physical emotional shock also, because it's something that you don't expect to occur. Or you are driving and you have a car accident. So it was the physical emotional shock energy and was associated with anger. So we removed that. And then I found in your body emotional resonance energy of discouragement. The emotional resonance energy is, remember, is this type of energy that is like, imagine a bell that is ringing in all the body. That's emotional resonance, because in all the body is an energy that is ringing, and that was discouragement. So, oh, let's see what he's saying. So he's saying, someone punched me in apartment and in the house. Well, could be that was that, could be not. Your subconscious mind didn't need to know more information, so I have not asked for that. And I'm out of your energy already. But always I said, if the subconscious mind don't need to know more information, we remove the information. What's the reason to know more? Sometimes we want. And then your subconscious didn't allow me to work more. It was saying it's enough, because it was not safe to remove more energy. So update, you were saying, because I was reading that you wrote, I felt already a shift, no? That you felt a shift. So write us and update us. How are you feeling? Do you feel more peace? Do you feel more calm? How do you feel? And always I like to tell people, watch yourself. You can write it down, or watch yourself. How are you feeling? Why? Because sometimes we focus, as humans, we focus more in the negative, in the bad news. Everything is negative, or everything is bad news. And we don't talk a lot about the positive things, about the good things that happen to us. So at the moment that we do this energy healing work, the way that you can measure is see and watch every day. How are you feeling? What's different today? But something that is positive, not negative, positive. And then you will feel it. Yeah. And then you will feel it. So that is what I have removed, Fred.
And remember, some of them are very subtle changes in there. I mean, it may just be something, and a few days later you're thinking, wow, this isn't occurring anymore. So remember, you have a processing time, and when you're doing most people do feel a shift when they start. They may not, but you do, and it's beautiful. And thank you, Paula. Those were excellent explanations.
Thank you, Cynthia. You have mentioned something very important, Cynthia, about the processing time. And it's something that I have seen that people don't know. And this is a general recommendation. If you are working with an energy healing modality, any type of energy healing modality, absolutely, the energy healing modalities, they have the processing period. And the processing period is the time that take us to process and to release all that energy. So please never work with two practitioners when you are processing your emotions. Never. Because I'm sure that you have gone through this, Cynthia. Always I energy test if they are open to receive the session, if it's safe. And sometimes high energy test that is not safe. And one of the reasons that sometimes it's not safe is because they have been working the same day with another person.
Right. And processing time is so important, because if you put that on top of that and you end up in a healing crisis,
Yeah.
because somebody did that to me, the very first one 14 years ago, and I ended up in the hospital for several days. So when you're processing, you want to stay hydrated well. You want to eat healthy food. That means steamed vegetables or raw vegetables. Test if you can have fruit or not. And if so, eat it in the morning. Don't eat it after your meal, because it makes a spill out of your stomach, and then you've got acid reflux and more problems. And you also want to exercise. People always ask, why do I need to exercise? Remember that toxins let go of lactic acid in our body, because those toxins have been hanging on for how many ever years. And when it let go, it may cause pain. It may cause body aches. But as we process and we stretch, or we do yoga, or we go for a walk, or get out in nature and rub our feet in the grass, it will help us to process. And remember, bring in love, bring in light. It is so important to be grateful for every single thing you have in life, no matter how small, no matter how big. It can be gone like this, and then we're very sorrowful. So please, if you have anxiety, please contact us. Let us help you today. God bless you. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Thank you, Paolo. It is
Thank
always
you
a
so
pleasure.
much. Thank you so much. Every second Tuesday, yes, it's every second Tuesday at the same time. That is 6 o'clock Central Time and 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Cynthia and I, we will go live with different topics, helping people with different topics. So if it's an issue that you are going through, tell us. Cynthia, Paola, please, can you create a show? And any topic, because it could be money blocks. It could be that you feel blocked to find a partner. It could be something, I'm bloated, for example, in my stomach, or an allergy, whatever, any topic. Dr. Bradley Nilsson says everything that is going wrong in your life, not only in your body, is a misalignment. So
And
any
no coincidences, right? No coincidences. God bless you all, and
So,
thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a beautiful evening. Thank
Amen.
you.
Namaste. Bye now.
Bye for now. Bye bye.
Bye.